In this video, we're going to talk about a CAR. So what is a CAR? A CAR is an exercise we use in our program to maintain healthy and mobile joints. A CAR stands for a Controlled Articular Rotation. I know that's a fancy word most of y'all aren't going to understand, and that's okay. What you need to understand about CARs are these are daily maintenance, weekly maintenance drills we can do to make sure that your shoulder joint, your hip joint, your thoracic spine, all the joints in your body stay healthy and stay strong, especially in positions that they may not normally get into, but they're going to get into in the field of play. So what is a CAR? A CAR, you got to think of every joint in your body has a circular range of motion, okay? So for my shoulder, that would be here. I can make a giant circle with my shoulder. For my neck, it would be here. I can make a circle with my neck. With my hips, I can come up here, and my hip has a circular range of motion I can make, right? So every joint in your body moves in a circle. Your wrist moves in a circle too. What we want to do is we want to teach the muscle, the tendon, all the ligament tissue to be strong in those, especially outside of that circle, those very edges of that circle. We want to teach them to be strong there, because the reality is if you're going to get hurt, especially playing a sport, but also in this weight room, it's going to happen at the edge of that circle, not in the middle of it. So we have to teach the muscle to fire on the edge of that circle. If you do that daily and get comfortable there, you're going to do a couple of things. Number one, your joint's going to be really, really healthy, okay? Your joint needs to move through those big ranges of motion or it loses them. Number two, you're going to teach the muscle, the tendon, the ligament, all that tissue to be strong in positions where it's a little bit compromised. You're going to prevent some injuries. You're going to reduce the severity of some injuries. You're going to make sure that you are in a position to protect yourself. And also, you're going to give yourself the ability to train better. If you can own some more expanded ranges of motion in your joints, then we ask you to go to a deep squat, a deep lunge, a full knee extension, knee drive position out on the track or the field. Well, you're going to be in a better position to own those and not be uncomfortable in them. So here's the basics of a CAR. You want to find whatever joint you're working, and you want to find its range of motion. So the simplest one for me to teach is the shoulder, and my shoulder range of motion really starts here, but I'm going to go to the top into full extension. I'm going to start into what we call external rotation, so I'm pushing that thumb away. I'm going to push that hand behind me as far as it'll go. I'm going to keep rotating, all the way till I hit the back of my hip right here. I'm going to follow that same path back, and you see it's a giant circle, okay? So my goal with the CAR is I want to teach my muscle to fire enough to take that circle I just made and push it just a little bit away from my body, okay, and make it a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger than before. One thing you need to do with every single CAR is you have to eliminate any other movement than the joint that we're working, right? So if I'm going to work this right shoulder, and I want to work on a CAR with this right shoulder, well, I got to make sure that my neck doesn't move, my spine doesn't move, my hips don't move, my other shoulder doesn't move. So what are we going to do? We're going to create some tension through the body. I'm going to lock my feet into the ground. I'm going to squeeze my quads, squeeze my glutes, squeeze my abs, lock down my rib cage. I'm going to take this opposite arm. I'm going to make a fist and create some tension over here so everything else in my body is rigid as I'm moving this one shoulder. I'm going to start into my fully extended position. My rib cage is still down, and I'm going to turn that thumb away from my body as hard as I can. I'm going to push back away from my body. And now I'm firing that shoulder muscle, especially in the back side, that rear delt, that scap, all that stuff's firing hard. I'm pushing behind me nice and slow. I'm finding the edge of that circle, and I'm trying to push it 1% bigger than it was before. Just push that circle a little bit bigger than you think you can, and I'm back to the top, okay? Each rep should be slow. It should be intentional, it should be deliberate, and you should be pushing as hard as you can. Now, we have different levels of CARs, okay? Now, we can go through, and we're going to explain it in a different video, a daily CAR routine you should do when you wake up. This daily CAR routine should be about a 3 out of 10 intensity. You're pushing away, but I should still be able to breathe, still be able to have a conversation, not too bad. This is what you do when you wake up in the morning. Level 2, we're going to ramp up the intensity of the muscle firing. So in level 2, I might be in the same position, but now I'm going to make a fist. I'm really going to focus all my energy into digging it away, and it should be intense enough where I cannot even speak as I go through the motion. And then level 3, we're actually going to add external resistance. So for that, I might take a dumbbell, 2-3 pounds, something real light, hold the dumbbell, and now I'm adding some external resistance to the car and really focusing on making it strong in these extended positions. That is a car. Now, I didn't go over every car because there's literally hundreds of them. You can do it with every joint in your body. There's a ton of variations. What I am going to do is I'm going to have different videos on our resource library of the different joints that you can use for your CARS routine. So if you need to know about thoracic CARS, if I tell you you need to have some work on your hip internal rotation CARS, if you got to work on your ankles, those videos will go further into depth how to coach and how to be really, really effective on every CAR for the joints of your body that we think are really important in our program.